Buckle up, everybody. We're diving headfirst into Shakespeare.
Straight into the deep end.
Haha, yeah. No waiting in slowly today.
That's right.
We're tackling Act 1, Scene 1 of Macbeth. And let me tell you, it's a wild ride from the very first word.
Definitely a powerful opening.
It's amazing how much Shakespeare packs into just a few lines.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Setting the stage for everything that follows.
Right off the bat, you get this sense of, like, impending doom.
Exactly.
And it's not just from what the characters say, but, like, the whole atmosphere.
You know, I've always been fascinated by how Shakespeare uses the natural world to reflect what's happening with the characters.
Oh, totally. Like, think about that opening, right? Thunder and lightning.
Talk about dramatic.
Seriously. It's like, okay, Shakespeare, we get it. Something big is about to go down.
It's not subtle at all, is it?
Not even a little bit. So we've got this crazy storm raging.
And then enter the witches.
Oh, yeah, those witches. I mean, what's their deal? Meeting in the middle of a storm, like it's just another Tuesday afternoon.
Right. They seem almost comfortable in all that chaos.
It's a little creepy, if you ask me.
Yeah, and their first lines are like, straight out of a horror movie, when shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
Chills. Literal chills. It's like they're drawing power from the storm itself.
Oh, absolutely. They're definitely not your friendly neighborhood witches, that's for sure.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're already talking about Macbeth.
Before we even know who he is?
Exactly. That's what really gets me. It's like they're already setting him up for something.
Like they know his fate or something.
Because speaking of famous lines.
Oh, you have to be talking about fair is foul and foul is fair.
That's the one. That line is just like iconic.
Even people who haven't read a word of Shakespeare know that line.
Right. It's everywhere. But like, what does it actually mean?
It's a paradox, isn't it?
Paradox.
It means it seems contradictory.
But
it actually reveals a deeper truth.
okay, I'm intrigued.
Think about it in the context of the play.
Okay, so we've got Macbeth, who we haven't even met yet, but it sounds like he's going to be tempted by something.
By something that seems good on the surface.
But underneath, it's all rotten.
Exactly. Appearance versus reality is a huge theme in Macbeth.
Oh, I see. So, like, the witches are kind of a representation of that rule.
Oh, absolutely. They're all about deception and trickery.
We can't trust them at all.
Nope. And that makes them even more fascinating, don't you think?
Totally. It's like, are they in control, or are they just playing a part in a bigger plan?
That's the big question, isn't it? And it's something we see play out throughout the entire play.
Okay, so we've got the storm, the witches, this famous quote, and all of this before we even meet Macbeth.
It's incredible how much Shakespeare establishes in just these opening lines.
Right, he's giving us all the clues we need to understand what's about to happen.
He's definitely not holding back.
And speaking of Macbeth, even though he's not physically present in this scene,
His presence is definitely felt,
the witches are already talking about him,
like they're waiting for him.
anticipating his arrival.
It definitely sets him up as a key player in whatever's about to go down.
And you know what else I find interesting? The way the witches talk about him, it's almost like,
Like they sense his ambition.
yeah, like they can already tell he's got this potential for, I don't know, greatness.
But also maybe for darkness?
Right. Like, ambition can be a good thing, but it can also be...
Dangerous.
Exactly. And it feels like Shakespeare's already hinting at that with Macbeth.
Definitely setting the stage for a classic tragic hero.
Oh, good point. Someone who has the potential for amazing things.
But ultimately, their own choices lead to their downfall.
Macbeth's story is a cautionary tale, if I've ever heard one.
A timeless reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition.
It's amazing how Shakespeare managed to capture all of that in just one scene.
Truly a master storyteller.
So, let's recap. We've got stormy weather, mysterious witches, a famous quote about the nature of good and evil.
And a main character whose fate seems intertwined with all of it.
Not bad for just a few lines, right?
That leaves you wanting more.
Absolutely. But before we move on, I have to ask, knowing what we know now about the witches, the atmosphere of this scene, what do you think Macbeth is going to be like?
What kind of person will he be?
What choices will he make? Those are the questions we'll have to keep in mind as we continue our deep dive into Macbeth.
Onward to Act 1, Scene 2.